You have seen it in real life. Two people born in the same year who grew up in the same era, yet decades later they look and function as if they belong to different generations. One moves with energy, clarity, and resilience, while the other struggles with fatigue, stiffness, and chronic health issues. This difference is not luck, and it is not genetics alone. It is the result of how aging unfolds at the cellular level over time. Some people age slowly because their biology deteriorates more slowly, even while the calendar keeps moving forward at the same speed for everyone. Aging is not a single process. It is the accumulation of multiple biological failures happening together. In people who age slowly, these failures are delayed, controlled, or partially repaired. Their cells maintain energy production for longer. Their DNA damage is corrected more efficiently. Their inflammation remains lower. Their tissues regenerate better. This does not mean their cells are immune to aging. It means the rate of damage is slower than the rate of repair for much longer. One of the most important differences lies in cellular energy. Mitochondria, the structures that produce energy inside cells, decline with age in most people. As mitochondria become damaged, cells produce less energy and more harmful byproducts. In people who age slowly, mitochondrial function is preserved for longer. Studies consistently show that individuals with better mitochondrial efficiency maintain muscle strength, brain function, and metabolic health well into older age. This preservation is strongly influenced by lifestyle patterns that reduce oxidative stress and support mitochondrial renewal. Another critical factor is inflammation. Aging is closely associated with a state known as chronic low-grade inflammation, sometimes described as inflammaging. This inflammation does not cause immediate pain or fever, but it quietly damages tissues over years. People who age slowly tend to have lower baseline inflammatory markers throughout life. Their immune systems remain responsive without being overactive. Research shows that lower levels of inflammatory molecules, such as C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, are strongly associated with slower biological aging and longer health span. DNA integrity also plays a decisive role. Every cell experiences DNA damage daily from metabolism, environmental exposure, and normal cellular activity. In fast-aging individuals, repair mechanisms gradually weaken, allowing errors to accumulate. In slow agers, DNA repair pathways remain more active for longer. This reduces mutation burden, preserves cellular function, and delays the onset of age-related disease. Long-lived populations consistently show enhanced cellular maintenance and repair mechanisms rather than an absence of damage. Epigenetic regulation is another major reason some people age more slowly. Your genes do not change with age, but how they are expressed does. Epigenetic marks act like switches that turn genes on or off. With aging, these switches become disorganized. In people who age slowly, epigenetic drift occurs more gradually. Studies using epigenetic clocks demonstrate that individuals with healthier lifestyles often show biological ages significantly younger than their chronological age, sometimes by 10 or even 20 years. Stress physiology is also deeply involved. Chronic psychological stress accelerates aging through sustained activation of stress hormones. Elevated cortisol over long periods damages mitochondria, suppresses immune regulation, and accelerates epigenetic aging. People who age slowly are not necessarily free from stress, but their nervous systems recover more effectively. Their bodies return to baseline instead of remaining in a constant state of physiological alarm. Research has shown that stress resilience is directly associated with slower telomere shortening and delayed cellular aging. Sleep quality quietly separates slow agers from fast agers. During deep sleep, cells activate repair processes, remove damaged proteins, regulate immune function, and rebalance hormones. Poor sleep disrupts all of these mechanisms. Long-term studies consistently link chronic sleep deprivation with accelerated biological aging, cognitive decline, metabolic disease, and reduced lifespan. Individuals who age slowly tend to maintain stable circadian rhythms and restorative sleep patterns across decades. Metabolic health plays an equally powerful role. Excess glucose, insulin resistance, and metabolic overload accelerate aging by increasing oxidative stress and inflammation. Slow agers typically maintain better metabolic flexibility, meaning their bodies efficiently switch between energy sources and avoid prolonged metabolic strain. Research on calorie regulation, insulin sensitivity, and longevity consistently supports this connection across human populations and animal models. Importantly, genetics set the baseline, but environment and behavior determine the outcome. Even in families with long-lived individuals, lifestyle factors strongly influence who actually reaches old age in good health. Studies of centenarians show that longevity is rarely caused by a single gene. Instead, it reflects a lifetime of biological protection, where damage is managed rather than ignored. The most important insight is this: people who age slowly are not doing something magical. They are doing fewer things that accelerate cellular damage and more things that support cellular repair. Their biology remains balanced longer. Their systems fail later. Their decline is delayed, not avoided, but delayed enough to preserve function, independence, and quality of life for many more years. Aging slowly is not about looking young. It is about cells maintaining function. It is about resilience instead of fragility. It is about repair outpacing damage for as long as possible. The difference between fast aging and slow aging is not visible at first glance. It is written deep inside the cell, long before the mirror shows anything at all. If aging were purely inevitable and fixed, everyone would age at the same rate. But they do not. The existence of slow agers is proof that aging speed is biologically flexible. The question is not whether aging happens. The question is how fast it happens and what silently shapes that speed throughout your life.